Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Afterbirth podcast. Today, I have your favorite chef. And if you haven't met her yet, I'm telling you, she is your favorite Ghanaian chef. I'm with Leonie Badger. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
I'm so happy that you're
I
here.
know, I'm just so happy to see you.
Hello. on a two moms just trying to make it work every day. The friendship. I mean,
we're trying. We're doing our best.
Doing our best, but it's like this is adulthood. You have to like book your friends to work to see them.
Exactly.
It's insane. But I'm so glad you're here. Like I couldn't wait to get you on the podcast and just like really, first of all, talk about our journey of coming together.
I know.
And then share your amazing journey of all the super cool, super elegant, super luxurious things that you're into right now. You ready?
Yes, I'm so ready. Thank you.
Let's get to it. So we met at Sip and Slay last year.
Last year, yeah.
Wow, it's been no time, but a long time.
Yeah, we're coming up to a year.
That's good. You need to make
anniversary.
You need to teach us how to make drinks.
I will.
An anniversary drink that would be perfect.
Oh
but
my God,
yeah,
yes,
so
we should do that.
It would be perfect. Like I'm actually put it in your phone right now. Just do it.
No,
figure it out.
I left my phone, but we'll do it.
But yeah, I mean, we met at Sip and Slay, and I feel like there was so much going on, but we were able to connect and like obviously stayed connected.
Yeah.
But I will never forget meeting you. And I feel like you had so many questions about social media presence and what you wanted to do and, just asking me like how I'm doing this and that. And I remember leaving that day. We like followed each other. I get in the car and like I opened your Instagram and was like, I should have been asking her for advice. Like, what the heck was she asking me any of these questions for? Like, she's doing the damn thing.
You always say that. That's so nice. Thank you.
You are and you have been. So, I mean, what has been your evolution on social media? Like, how'd you get there? What are you doing now?
How did I get there? Literally never ever thought I would be on social media because I am very shy. I mean, I'm not shy when I meet people one-on-one, but I don't like to be in the limelight. Like I don't, the thought of ever recording myself was just like crazy to me.
Yeah.
And I had my business, as you mentioned. I've had it for 10 years now. So I had it for years before.
Yeah.
But I never showed up on the social media pages or anything. Like I just never put myself
out. It's just like owner, founder, studio badge.
Like you wouldn't even know. I think I posted a picture of myself once after maybe like a couple of years. But it was just very product led. And I just like didn't, I just didn't think I would ever do it. But I have always been a big social media girl. Like there's so many people that I've followed over the years that I have really loved. And I guess the key things for me, I feel like they really brought a lot of value. Like it's not, I feel like social media has a bad reputation. Like people tend to be like, oh, it's so frivolous and like, vain and all these things. But there is so much value that you get from people that are sharing their passions. And I guess over the years, watching people just develop themselves, really step into themselves, really inspired me in a quiet way. I don't think I realized how inspired I was by all of that till later on. So the big thing that happened, and I've talked about this on my page, is I was working in consulting. I got an MBA. Like I was on a very different path. I thought I was going to be, a partner or some consulting firm or like move, so, like I went to Wharton. So I had a very like corporate, this is what my life is going to be. Exactly.
Very, very different than from where we see you now.
Yeah, exactly. And I did study architecture. So I do have a design background and a deep love for design. So I thought that, ideally it would end up something... It would end up being something related to design, but still corporate, but just like not this.
Yeah.
So what happened was February 2024. I essentially lost my job. They were doing layoffs and got caught in a crossfire. And this happened company-wide, so lots of people...
Now, it wasn't personal, but
a
lot of people...
it feels very personal, but, like, it impacted so many people. Things just changed, the economy, all these things. Like, we really felt it in the office to the point where, like, we had snacks for days, and all of a sudden it was like, you get snacks twice a day, and you have apples and Cheez-Its. And it was like... something is not okay. Exactly. Like, exactly. Okay. So anyway... So that happened, and a little bit of background. Again, I know I'm layering all
No.
these things on, but
Mhm.
that like helps like paint the full
Yeah.
picture, is I had gone on maternity leave right before. So
Yeah.
I had my first child
Yeah.
February the year before. So about a
Yeah.
year actually.
Yeah.
I never
You're
thought about
just
that.
jumping into motherhood. And then it's
Exactly.
like this huge shift.
Yes, but the background to that is I had a really tough
Yeah. I was
pregnancy.
literally going to ask
So
about that. Mhm.
I ended up taking almost the whole 9 months off. Like I
Mhm.
remember I found out I was pregnant like week 6.
Yeah.
I remember I have these selfies on my phone of me like going to work and just like knowing that I had this little secret, and I was so happy and I felt so great and everything was amazing.
And then boom. Tell us
And
the
then
change. Yeah.
boom, like we moved to Brooklyn. We used to live in Manhattan.
Mhm.
Literally the weekend we moved, it was 4th of July weekend. One of my besties lives in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So before I was literally blowing up her phone, I was like, buy the grill. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing. 4th of July, blah, blah, blah,
You're
blah, blah.
ready.
I'm like, I'm so ready.
Mhm.
We moved maybe maybe 1st of July.
Yeah.
And then I think the move, the stress of that really impacted me. But the way that things went, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But literally the day after, like I couldn't get out of bed. I was
But can you I mean, we've talked about this before, and like I think the only other person I've heard of having this difficulty in pregnancy is Princess Diana, right?
Kate Middleton.
Is it Kate Middleton?
I don't know if
no,
Princess
maybe
Diana
not
had
Princess
it.
Diana, but Kate Middleton, right?
For
Is
sure,
she-
Kate Middleton, yeah.
What is the definition of the type of sickness that you were having? Or not the definition,
Yeah,
excuse me, the
so
name.
it's called hyperemesis gravidarum.
Yeah.
I believe, HG for short.
Mhm.
And it is basically like the pregnancy knocks your face out. Like it just
the
punches
things you told me, water.
Yeah, I couldn't drink water just like overnight.
Oh,
If I take a sip of water,
you are done.
I'm throwing
You're
up.
throwing it back
Like
up
I'm immediately throwing up. And it wasn't just the throwing up, because sometimes throwing up makes you feel good.
afterwards.
It's like you just feel ill, like so ill. So like the throwing up is the one incident, but like for the rest of the day, you just feel like my comparison,
Yeah.
which is not gonna make sense to a lot of people, because you guys here, if you hear malaria, you're gonna be like, oh my God. But in Ghana, we got malaria like all the time. So it's like kind of like COVID, like a fever, like you just feel like your head, your tummy, your whole body, everything is just off. And that was basically me.
For 9
extreme nausea.
months.
But I had like all the symptoms, like the smell thing. I couldn't go into my bathroom anymore because the smell of like your regular body wash. I'm not talking about like some like
just the most
extreme
faint of something.
Just like your Dove. It smelled like I was suffocating. Like I couldn't take it. So I didn't step into my bathroom 4 months, like the whole time. If I went in because I like really needed a shampoo or something, I had to like double mask up and like hold my breath. So there was a smell thing. I had to use another bathroom, had to find scentless everything.
Wow.
Anyway, there was a smell thing. There was the throwing up, the nausea, the indigestion.
Everything
the water,
that could be sensitive or
food
could go wrong.
Sensitivity to everything. I remember I'd go to the doctor's appointment and then she'd be like, baby's doing amazing. And I'd be like, yeah.
What about me?
Not doing amazing.
What support do mothers get for HG?
Honestly, not much. I don't know how. At some point, like I had a nurse come to my apartment and try and give me like a catheter so that it would give me this medication. There's some medications that help some people, but none of the ones I tried ever worked for me.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember she was so rude. Like she came in and she was like, what do you expect getting pregnant? Like you guys complain all the time. I was like,
oh no,
you should leave.
No, you actually should leave. That like I'm already experiencing the worst of the worst. And first of all, I think we can expect whatever we can expect in pregnancy, but who can prepare for that? And
I didn't even know.
Okay, so you didn't even know it existed.
I had
honestly,
no idea.
Until I randomly heard this about the royal family.
Yeah.
No idea. To the point where I think some people end their pregnancy. It is so severe.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So then you're like literally the first person, and several decades later that I meet that's actually experienced it.
Yeah.
So at any moment,
and mine was even like from what I hear about other people. You never know till you're in it.
You're in it.
But other people have it worse. Like some people are hospitalized the whole time. I have a million stories. If I talk about this, we can go on and
How
on
it
and
could,
on
like-
and on and on. But it was just like really bad. So
Yeah.
anyway, coming back to the story, I had to take time off. Like as soon as that hit, I literally couldn't even look at my laptop. I couldn't look at my phone. I was
Nothing.
like in a dark room.
Yeah.
So I was like, guys, I'm out. Like I
Yeah.
can't do anything. I definitely cannot do client work right now. So 3 months short-term disability time off. And then after that, I came back and I did recruiting because I needed something to just like help my days move along.
Yeah.
Like I would look at the calendar every day and be like, I can't believe I have to scroll down this many months to my due date. Like I'm gonna go crazy.
This is a lot going on. Yeah.
I have no energy or anything to do anything, but I can't just sit here. So I started doing recruiting. That was very flexible, but essentially I wasn't doing my job for 9 months. And then I got pregnant and then I came back and the whole work environment was just like not what it was. There just wasn't enough work.
Is that why you felt like it was a bit personal?
I feel like that set me behind because before then I was on like the manager track. Like you have to play the role for a couple months. I was doing that. But after that happened, I had to stop working.
Yeah.
So like I come back and like all the people that I got, you know, that were my year.
Yeah, they seem to have
2020
gone further while
they had most of them had gotten promoted in the time that I was gone.
Did you ever then, I don't want to say resent your pregnancy, but did you ever have to sit with feelings then of like, I've made this choice to become a mother. Obviously did not know how it was going to impact my body.
Yeah.
We never know. We never know. You know what I mean?
Know.
But it's like, did you have to sit with any feelings of like, you know,
Yeah,
like, damn, like
sure.
have I ruined my dreams? Like the things that I thought I wanted to be.
Yeah, for sure. Because like, first of all, like you said, you just never, ever expect it. I was completely naive in the sense that I didn't even know that this could happen. I just thought you'd be cute with your belly out, some crop tops.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, I
Maybe a
can't
little
drink, that
sickness.
sucks.
Yeah.
But like, you know, exactly. Maybe like a little throwing up here and there, but I didn't think it was going to be like the whole time to this degree. So it definitely felt like, wow, that's like a big, big blow.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever felt like it wasn't worth it.
Right.
But it was definitely like, it felt unfair.
Yeah.
And it felt like in that moment, I remember thinking literally every human being here came out of someone.
Yeah.
And so many people have tough pregnancies.
Yeah.
Why isn't there any way to take care of us in a world that like we're literally, you're either a man or a woman. It's not like there's like 7 different.
And in between, so it's just like we know what's happening. We know how everyone is getting here. Why is there not support for the person who does the carrying, the birthing, the nurturing, the raising, and still exists as a human who would also like to be important in other ways. Yeah. Who like you wanted to stay in your career. You were working very hard.
I wanted to be able to
that.
just, keep going. I remember having conversations and they'd be like, I'm so sorry that you feel this way. Take all the time you need. However, you cannot move forward. Like, you have to like take a step back, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but like, given that, I didn't just get up and say, I don't want to work anymore. Or like, I just started being lazy. Can you not take into account the work that I did and count this as like an extraordinary condition and maybe like,
I mean,
progress me or like do something.
No caveats. Like, I'm not saying, hey, I mean, your office knew you were having sex because you're pregnant.
I mean, but so are they.
Hello, they are too. But it's like, it's like I'm not saying, hey guys, like I was doing a thing at home and I got pregnant and now I need special treatment. I think it's really, it's important to speak about because it's like in these very real ways, the way motherhood impacts or the lack of support of motherhood impacts our trajectories in life. And it's
I
like
would
we're
say
made
the
to choose.
illusion of support.
We'll be right back to our podcast. But as we continue to talk about what it looks like to take control of important aspects of our lives, I get asked a lot about finances. When I had Cadence, I realized that just paying my bills was not going to be enough to get ahead. I was grateful to be able to pay those bills and on time, but I knew that I needed to do more. As she got older and my dreams for us both started to grow as well, I really started looking into what it means to start managing money with a purpose. Thrivent is a financial service organization that provides financial advice and educational resources to help people think differently about money. Their services can be instrumental in helping you move towards creating financial stability over time. You don't need to be wealthy to start planning, and you don't need to have all the answers to begin. With financial professionals ready to help, use Thrivent to start exploring your financial goals with clarity and confidence.
Is an illusion, yeah. They always make it sound like we have 5 months maternity leave and we do this. And
mind you, abysmal. Other countries versus America.
That's not even
please. That's enough. Come on.
But it's like, wow. That really, really hit me because I was like, this is insane. Like, you guys are not even trying. No. And this is like so unfair. Like, I didn't choose this. Yeah. And there's also this like conversation in the corporate world around like you made a choice to become a mother and like you could have just chosen not to be a mother. And that way you could have your career. And I find that so bizarre because again, I don't know of a human being that was grown in a test tube, that was hatched or planted.
We literally are responsible for keeping society moving forward. It's human function. So then to punish us for doing said human function.
Like it is so absurd that you would choose this. Is insane to me. So those are the things that really hit me, that really made me like really angry, really sad. And then it makes you notice it all around you. Like
this person can have
all
this.
your friends.
There's
like a few people that I didn't have a ton of friends with kids, but I had enough to then start recognizing that, I remember she had to, like, she stopped working and this happened and this happened. And it's like,
life shifted in a way.
I realized that almost everyone gets this blow in some way, shape, or form. Like, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, the actuality is that
some people are able to cruise through. Maybe you're senior enough. Maybe, whatever. You're able to like do it, come back. There's still gonna be some cost. Like, first of all, your body. You've gone through this thing.
Let's talk about what happens to your brain.
Physical.
Let's talk about what happens to your brain after motherhood.
Yeah,
you do not function for quite some time at the same capacity that you were functioning prior to. Not even having the baby, but literally becoming pregnant. I mean, our entire physiology changes. Like the chemistry of our brain alone is, I mean, I know there's like significant studies about it, but again, there is no support for that. It's like
it's out there and it's cool, it's cute, it's fascinating, whatever. But
like, when you're back in here, we expect
it doesn't translate into real accommodations or like enough accommodations being made for mothers. So that's what really hits me, and that's what felt unfair, and that's what
I couldn't imagine. Like, I mean, knowing you again, like, I mean, you're an MIT Wharton grad, like, and people who have probably less degrees than you, less whatever than you, are literally looking at you like, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes you realize that. Yeah, I mean, exactly that. Like, you're just gonna get hit.
Yeah. The reality of like women actually can't have it all.
The reality of like, yes, what we have to go through, and like you can't really talk about it that much. Like you have to kind of like just
hush, take it what it is.
Yeah, it just makes you, I think I'm all questioning like, should I have done it later or earlier, or like, why did I do it now? Like this is like the worst possible time to do it when I'm like just beginning my career.
Yeah.
Versus like waiting to be more settled. But like,
it's like an unreasonable, it's like an unreasonable way to make someone feel guilty about their life outside of work, because you are more than that.
Yes.
So, I mean, now you're a beautiful bundle of joy. My nephew is here and, he's obviously thriving. And I think it's really because
all the nutrients.
He's thriving at your expense. I do feel like he's thriving now because you're thriving. I mean, this happened to you. This huge shift happened to you. You had your trajectory, you had your dreams, your goals. But I mean, I invited you here because, I love to learn and talk about and engage with mothers who fulfill themselves, who are chasing those dreams and who understand that dreams shift. You know, it's not what we
change.
started with, but it's what we're in now, and I feel like you're
Exactly.
really living in your current dream. So, how do you think like your motherhood, the motherhood aspect kind of translates to your socials now and the work that you're doing now?
Hmm. Good question. So I'm gonna start with just that feeling.
Mhm.
Like I feel like after I had my child, I just felt like amazing. I felt
Mm,
like so powerful. Like,
mm.
and I think I mean, it was definitely because I had gone through such a tough time. So coming out of that, I felt free. I
Like
mean,
you're a
it's
survivor, quite
opposite
literally.
to like how most people feel that have, you know, less intense pregnancies,
Uh,
because then like I feel like people are hit much more with like, oh my god, sleepless nights, all these things.
yeah, the
All of
opposite
that
way.
was nothing to me. I was like, oh, I can't sleep, that sucks, but like I can eat
Mhm.
anything I want,
Mhm. Oh,
I can
like,
drink
oh,
water,
that's a
like
good
all these little
perspective.
things
Yeah.
made that period so tough, obviously, but like it made it feel good to me. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was free. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my eyes are open again. Like I can literally open the blinds again.
Mm.
So initially, I had this feeling of joy, of like, and just feeling powerful.
Yeah.
I remember feeling that and feeling like I wish I could bottle this feeling up and just like keep it, because I know there's probably going to come a day where I don't remember
Yeah.
this feeling, and
Mhm.
I get
Mhm.
weighed down by the world and life and all of that. But that immediate feeling was that. And I think the way that translated to my work is just making me feel like, okay, like you have to go for what you want,
Mhm.
and like you have to try, you have to take a shot, because if you don't, then like it can never happen. Like
Yeah.
that's the only sure way to fail, is not to
To try.
try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas you can try and not fail, and fail. But I was also like, job searching, and I was like, oh, this time around I just want something like with a touch of creativity. Like
Yeah.
I need to come back to my
Mhm.
creativity. I was looking at all these like brand manager, creative roles, but my resume did not speak to that at
Yeah.
all, because the last couple years I had been like
Mhm. You're either corporate or
drawing up
you're in the
strategies for a
yeah.
bank. Like it's not giving. It's not giving. She knows how to
I can
pull
finesse, I can do a
and
little
vibe
something.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
exactly. So,
Meanwhile, you're like
and I'm
curator
like, I can do it. I
extraordinaire,
can
but
do it.
yeah,
I can do
mhm.
it. Anyway, so I was like, okay, well, you need a portfolio. Like you need something to
Yeah.
show something. So it started off like, one, I just need something to do to move my days along, because I'm applying to jobs. I'm not hearing back. It feels like crap.
Yeah.
I just need to do something that makes me feel like I'm good at something.
Mhm.
So that's how I started. And then it was also like, I also know that I want to work in a more creative
Yeah.
capacity. So like this can be my portfolio.
Yeah.
Like I could start it and get no followers, no growth, but like I'll just make sure that I just
Yeah.
work on my craft, like
'Cause this was for
learn
you at first.
videography.
This was for
Yes.
you to get to another path, and then
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
wow,
So
I
it's
didn't even
like
know that.
at the
Mhm.
very least, I'll just make things as like beautiful as I can,
Yeah.
and like try and work on improving that, so that I can show someone and be like,
By the
here's what
way.
I can
Mhm.
do. That was it.
Yeah.
Like that's what started it. And then as I went along, I started off like just experimenting with different things. My first reel was like walking around Saks, looking at
Sort of
Chanel
thing.
bags and being like, "This
Yeah.
is cute. I love this." Like whatever makes me happy. And then I just started with a very wide net, like just
Yeah.
whatever I want. Food has always been a big part of my life. Like
Yeah.
for some reason, food has just been such a huge creative unlock for me. Like I would just watch all these shows like Chef's Table. Chef's Table comes to mind. Have you ever seen Chef's Table on
I
Netflix?
have. I actually have.
Isn't it amazing?
It is
Do
really
you think
good.
it's amazing?
I
I watched
do.
it and I was like speechless. Like,
Mhm.
oh my God. Like, I was just like, oh my God. Like,
It's like they take food to another like, it's food as an experience.
yes, food as an
Mhm.
experience, but also food as something that we can all relate to, because we all have mouths and we all have to put something in there. And there's just a story
Yeah.
behind it, there's a beauty behind it. There's like where the food comes from, how one person takes it and like conceptualizes it. Like the
Yeah.
whole process, for some reason, has always made me feel so inspired. Like the same way that I feel like people would more expect me as someone who studied architecture and so on to like going to a museum and
Yeah.
look at paintings.
Yeah.
That doesn't move me as much as like watching someone cook something
Yeah.
for some
Yeah.
reason. So making food was like, let me do that. I
Yeah.
love food. I want to try and make things as beautiful as I can and, make some recipes. And then the other thing was fashion because I love
Mm-hmm.
fashion. I love a good outfit.
She does. You're always fabulous. I noticed
So I was
that.
like, I'm going to do some styling videos too. Like, since I don't have a job right now and I don't have
Yeah.
the budget I want,
Yeah.
I want to focus on like, okay, I have this one shirt. How can I make it look amazing 3 ways? Like,
Yeah.
I want to go to the club. I want to go
Mm-hmm.
for a stroll around the city and I want to go for
Yeah.
dinner. Like, so that's what I was doing. I was doing
Yeah.
these, like, just alternating between these things. And then at some point I was like, let me just focus on something. And I chose food
Yeah.
because, again, I love that.
It
I
was
just
just the
love that
all-encompassing
idea
joy was
of,
there
yes,
with food.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm. But I really love how you do meld all those parts of you, the motherhood aspect, the woman who loves fashion, the, former corporate to forming your own path. And then again, it's just all underlying under that, as
I'm
you said, that the
trying.
umbrella of like food, but like I said, food as an experience and food as I love the way that you go about your in your presentation. I can tell the architecture is there. Like you curate wonderfully. But what I do love is the way that you not only speak to other cultures, but your own culture in how you've come to this love for food. So share a little bit about that. Like what about your culture has impacted so much of your love for cooking and the way you are now sharing it with the world?
Yeah, I mean, like food is so, so central um to
Ghana.
life. Like to life in Ghana. Like, like every gather, first of all, we're very social, community
Yeah.
based community, to
Mhm.
use the word
Yeah.
again. So like all my mom's friends, all my dad's friends, they're all my aunties and uncles. Like
Yeah.
that's what we say.
Yeah.
Um we we are never like just you're never just in your house. Like
Mm.
there's always something to go to, someone's celebration, someone's this. And food is a big part of that. Like,
Yeah.
what are you serving?
Yeah.
What are what is the spread? It's not just one thing. Like, you
Oh,
don't go to
yeah.
someone's house and it's just like,
2 dishes.
here's like a pasta and a
Mhm.
fish. No, you need the chicken, the beef, the lamb.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need the whole spread. Like, you
Uh-huh.
need to like give them that whole experience. And it's just the way that we bond, the way that we connect with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's true for a lot of, other African countries and even like
Caribbean countries as well.
Caribbean
Yeah.
and so
Mhm.
on. Like food is just like a joy. It's something that we indulge in.
Mhm.
We're not talking about diets or anything like that.
Oh, please. No.
We're not.
No.
Like, we're just talking about the food.
Yeah.
Like, how much of it can you eat?
Mhm.
And the more you eat,
And
the
have you had
better.
enough? Let me send you home with some. Yeah,
Exactly. It's
no,
like you
thanks.
go to someone's house and like,
Yeah.
what will you eat?
Yeah.
Like, here, I've made this. Here. And they're just like bringing you food.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I guess, the expression of love. This is very cliche, but it's also very, very true. Like,
Yeah.
it's just how you show that you love someone and all of that. So I think that's definitely like, it's inevitable growing up in Ghana
Yeah.
or, other similar countries that you're going to love food.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a way that you show love. But one thing that I have been thinking about, I haven't spoken about this as much, but something that I've been really playing with in my head is, yes, I feel like a lot of times if someone loves food or loves cooking,
Yeah.
the assumption is that you want to do it for other people,
Mm.
or like your goal with that is to feed people,
Yeah.
to give to people,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. However, I feel like it leaves the person that's cooking
depleted.
depleted.
Like you don't even want to taste the food anymore. Like you're like by the time you're done cooking it and serving it, you're like, okay.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And it kind of puts like this expectation on you that you are going to want to do this for
Yeah.
people. And I feel like obviously in growing up in Ghana, women were cooking.
Yeah.
There was no man cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe like in a restaurant or something. Somehow some man will end up in the kitchen. I'm like, I don't see them in the kitchen at home, so I don't know how these men end up in the kitchen later on, but that's,
But
you know,
I didn't grow up seeing that. Yeah.
that's how it happens. But it then like ties right into gender roles.
Yeah.
Like the woman is cooking and the woman is like, I'm not gonna eat until everybody's eaten, or like my husband is eaten.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
all
I
these
remember
things
going through those growing
around.
up. Like your mom expecting you to like bring your plate to your dad first or so or whatever. And I'm like,
And in
what?
some houses, like the daughter is serving the sons. Like,
Yes.
I'm serving my brother.
No,
Absolutely
it's
not.
not happening.
Not happening in my house.
Mm-mm.
But like, I realized that there was a lot of expectation tied to that. And it just feeds into this whole narrative around women just being expecting.
Yeah.
Women being expected to give.
Yeah.
So one thing that has been in my head and that I actually want to bring out more is the idea of just cooking for yourself.
Yeah.
Like doing it for you.
I love that.
And making this like, I don't know. Today I made a rose ginger martini.
Just casual. So casual. And but
I'm saying
love
that because
that.
I'm like, I wish I could have brought you. When I was on my way, I was like, I should have brought her a little.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be there later. Don't you even worry about it. But I know like what you're saying is it just hit like a nerve for me because I remember I was recovering from surgery and I was by myself. Remember that evening I was by myself and we ended up having
and then we
a
cooked together.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
What did we make?
We made the pasta.
Carbone. We made the carbone pasta. We were literally just
and then we made the
FaceTime.
honey brioche toast.
Oh my God. And it was just for me. There was no one. I didn't have to share my food.
Exactly.
I didn't. I was like, I enjoyed even the before. Like you told me what to go buy. You know, I'm like opening your Substack. Like, wait, did I get everything correct? And then we just had like a FaceTime and we went through it together and we made food together. And it wasn't like any of the food that I'm usually making. I just feel like I'm rotating through like 5 things. Like, oh my God, since pandemic, it's been the worst. But I absolutely love it. Like it
just
does
enjoyed
change.
it for you.
Yes, because otherwise I'm cooking to feed Cadence. I'm cooking at the time to feed her father or whoever is around. Even if my mom comes, it's like all of a sudden she forgot how to cook. All of a sudden
you don't know where the pans are.
The grandparents are not grandparenting as they used to. They're not
in town. They're chilling. They're at a party.
It's like you do see Cadence flipping over there, right? Go get her. Why am I still parenting? What is happening? What's happening? But no, like I do. Yeah, I think that's amazing. And something else that, you know, just to bring it back to the work that you're doing, I've noticed that you are now, you know, not even just, you know, encouraging people, whomever it is, to cook for themselves and get back into the love of cooking, but the communal part of it as well.
Yeah.
You're doing a series of bringing, you know, friends, small gatherings together and like cooking together. So I don't know if you want to talk more about that.
Course. But just to like land that, like I feel like I see a lot, like I am a makeup girl.
Yeah.
I'm an outfit girl.
Yeah.
I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
I want some fine leather goods. Like I want that gold. Like I like all the things, right? But I see that a lot of women like me, my age, are kind of pushing back against cooking. And I think it is because of the roots of that idea of servitude and that idea that it takes away from your independence. And I want to reject everything around that. And I love that. Like, just want to say that I have nothing against that. Like, that is powerful. But I would love to help people discover the beauty of just making something for yourself.
Yeah.
And if there is X, and as you're doing it, there's X's, you guys can have some. Everyone can have some. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not.
But I made this for myself.
Yeah, I'm not like, just to be clear, I'm not pushing back against like the beauty of cooking for others. And like, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. But I think there's so much to be discovered and to be enjoyed around just like playing around with the fruits of the earth.
Yeah.
And like, the alchemy of just putting different things together and like making something delicious. Because we love a good meal.
We do.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to like the series. I love in-person interaction. So one thing I've been thinking about is how do I bring this online thing into real life? And the obvious path for a lot of food creators is like supper club. Or like, you know, like playing restaurant or playing
Yeah.
chef. And again, back to my point around I don't want to be in servitude. My idea of fun is not like being in the back for 3 days, sweating my
Prepping, seasoning, marinating, all
meat
these.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
It's not fun for me. However, what if we did it together? What if I could teach people how to like discover food for themselves? What if I could like help, like, because I love to teach. So what if I could help people like learn something, discover that joy for themselves, and then it can also be a social thing.
Yeah.
Because again, tying back to motherhood, we don't have no time.
Not at all.
And we're tired.
Yep.
And we're not seeing our friends.
Nope.
And we're not living the life we used to live.
Oh.
And so like, but we miss it.
Yes, we do.
It's not
I
like
do.
you got up and you changed. You
Like,
didn't,
oh, like, never mind. I'm a totally new person. Like,
you
no.
didn't start hating the things you love.
Yeah.
You just had to make compromises, pressing compromises.
And those pile up.
immediately.
And they pile up over
And
the
it's
years.
just energy. It's like, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Or I want to have some energy. So like we make those trade-offs. We cut a lot of things off. And for me, it's a way to kind of hit on all those things.
Yeah. I love it. I can't wait to actually make time to come.
I know.
No, but I mean, it's so you're nail on the head with it. It's like we have so much that we want to get back to. And I do remember a time where I was like, I loved cooking. Like I love to just, hey, I'm going home and I've got food at home. And it wasn't derogatory. Like I loved that. And now I feel like everything tastes the same to me. I'm using the same 4 seasonings. I know what I can get in and out quickly.
Yeah.
Or I'm just Uber Eats hate to see me coming.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And just by the way, me too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
I haven't cooked for like 2 weeks.
Hello, but
I mean,
but if you do cook, first of all, one, invite me. Secondly, I just feel like what I love about and I'm sure it's because what you were talking about, like you take the time to cook for yourself.
Yeah,
it's the way you just like the artistry and the aromas that you
the fun
can make, and like just like the things that you mix that I would never. First of all, I'm like learning spices by standing next to you. First of all, but then just things that I would never think go together and how they complement each other, and what like there are different types of salts, not just like the pink Himalayan versus I was like I'm at Whole Foods like wait up,
where's the flavor salt?
There's a different so I think that it's so important to bring that. Feminism is great, but the femininity back into these things.
I love that. I love that you just said that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like really about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about the play of it. And it might not be food for you. Like, it might be floral arrangements, whatever.
Yeah.
Or nothing to do with it. I don't know. Whatever. It might be.
I don't know what mine is yet. It's definitely not food.
Yeah, it's not food. Which is fine.
It's definitely not food. Although I loved it, and I would go to another cooking class, and I'm coming over like breakfast at your house at any time. But I just feel, for me, I think that's something I need to think about. What is that thing that I'm putting the femininity and the just for me back into my life?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the definition of femininity here is doing something for you.
Yes.
Is being self-centered.
Yeah.
It's like doing something that really feeds you and nobody else.
Yeah. I love
like
that.
if it's not making sense to anyone else, that's fine.
Actually, you're doing it right.
But
the
I'm
second it's not making sense to anybody else, but you love it, you're doing it right.
And I want to play. Like, I go into the kitchen and I want to play. Whenever I have to cook, because I have to cook.
Cool.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel you. Trust
but
me,
if I'm doing it, like, I'm relaxed. It's like, what happens if I mix this and that? Like, then it's fun.
Yeah. I need to get back to it. Let's like, this is our time. I've become an air fryer warrior.
And so am I. I love a good air fryer.
But you're mixing it with please do not
try other
co-opt
things.
my air fryer culture.
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying,
we're two different girlies.
You can walk into my house Tuesday night.
And it could be
on a random weeknight. It's the air fryer, baby.
You say this, but it's like when I order pizza, I order pepperoni pizza. When you order pizza, it's anchovies, artichoke, like please. We are not the same. We are not the same. I aspire. That's it. Okay, thank you. But I mean, you're just doing so much in that world, I mean, I just feel like there's, at any time you can open Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and there's so many like cooking influencers. First of all, do you think of yourself as a cooking influencer or?
I guess so.
Yeah?
I use the word creator more,
Mhm.
but I don't have anything against being called a cooking influencer. Like,
Okay.
whatever. As long as I can do what I want to do, call me
Just
what you want.
keep the platform open, whatever it is. Yeah, you don't.
Chef, I might shy away from because I
Yeah.
know people get very prickly about like she
Oh,
wasn't
do
trained
they?
and yeah, like
Oh, I
you
guess
know,
I
she
can
wasn't
understand.
trained.
Okay.
I get
I
it.
get it, but also,
But like I'm not a chef. I'm just a person with a chopping board and
yeah,
some tomatoes that I bought at Whole
yeah.
Foods.
Mind you, and this is what I want to talk
And
about.
I can throw it down.
You can throw
Yes, I
down.
can.
Listen. I vouch for it. Yes, she can. But you brought up a chopping board, and this is
Oh yeah.
really what I wanted to get into
Yes.
next. I mean, again, a woman extraordinaire, mother extraordinaire, but also business extraordinaire.
Yeah.
You are the owner and founder of Studio Badge.
Yes, I
And
am.
I mean, I've seen the products myself. I can't wait for people to see this episode and like click and like see the things that you have curated and designed yourself. And I'm about to ruin everything. Actually, tell them like the things that you're doing for Studio Badge, and like the way you are bringing luxury back into the kitchen is
Yeah.
is revolutionary to me. So I would love to hear a bit more about Studio Badge.
Yeah. So the idea, like the base idea is really how can you bring something that is like just beautiful and very indulgent
Mhm.
and extra, for
Mhm.
lack of a better word, or luxurious into the most mundane task that you do every day. Like the thing that you don't want to do, which is cook.
Yeah.
How can we make that cutting board just like gorgeous?
Mm.
So that like, yeah, I'm sitting here, I have to chop these onions and I hate that, but like look at this board.
Yeah.
Like look at
Now it's
me.
become sexy.
Like I'm not
Shopping has become sexy on this
Yeah, it's
board.
like,
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
this. Like so the whole idea is like how can we create these household items
Mhm.
that like we interact with every day and just make them a little bit more special so
Yeah.
that that moment can feel more special.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is. And
I love
I
it.
think about it as like mini buildings. Like that's
Mhm.
how I think about the little things I design because my dream was to design buildings.
Yeah.
But the reason I fell in love with products is that it's so accessible.
Yeah.
Like anyone can get up and bring a board into their home. Not everyone's going to have the chance to design the house of their dreams.
Yeah.
Or like, you know,
Mhm.
this like I don't know,
Something
incredible
inaccessible. Yeah. These
building.
big,
Like
yeah.
it's going to be a select few people, but how do we bring a little bit of that
Mhm.
magic, that, you know, that moment into the home?
Yeah.
And my way of doing that, I just think about what is like a very classic, timeless silhouette, something that you can have for 50 years and it's still going to look good.
Yeah.
You're going to want to pass down um and something that is made out of like the best materials. So
Yeah.
materiality is really
Actually, I've not
important.
seen the material, what you're using, like just the way you're even using concrete, these specific woods that you're using. I mean,
Yeah.
bringing them from your home country,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
manufacturing there. Although I know it's, you've had some challenges, but I mean,
Yes.
wow, it makes it as the consumer, it makes it all the more story filled. And like I
Yeah.
have this special, hard to come by product.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm really proud of you
Thank
for that. I'm
you.
so proud of you for
Thank you. Thank
what
you.
you've started and what you're continuing to push through and all the things that you're accomplishing. I mean, again, it's so inspiring.
I'm trying my best.
And that's all we can do.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it looks fabulous, honey.
Thank you.
And I love it. So can
We
you
love
tell
a
us
fabulous moment.
I mean, I've had the personal pleasure of being able to experience like your amazing food, whether I'm like watching you in person or just tasting the little bits. But I want other people to also be able to experience the luxury that you're helping us bring back into the kitchen. Where can we find you?
Okay, so Instagram is my home right now.
Mhm.
So it's Leonie Badge.
Yes.
Leonie Badge on TikTok as well. My TikTok is a little baby.
She's coming along.
But I love TikTok. Like
Yeah.
I feel like every time I post there, the comments are just so heartwarming.
Yeah.
I know people can be nasty, but my experience is that people are just so nice. People are just like,
yeah. Isn't it crazy how
"Yeah."
different each
It's-
platform
it's
is
so
though? Like every
different.
single one of them. It's like you have to show up differently, but it's
Yes.
also just
Yes.
different curated communities. So yeah,
Yes.
it's funny that you say that. Mhm.
And I want to show up differently on TikTok.
Yeah.
So that's my homework. That's what I'm working on. But you can find me Leonie Badge on
Mhm.
TikTok. And then my Substack, which is the Leonie Edit,
Mhm.
which is where I post my recipes. That's where my recipes live. That's like
Yeah.
my little mini cookbook. That's it for now.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
as we get more energy,
I
as
As
we
the kids
wake up
grow,
and
as we have
find
more
a
time
little
and
bit
space.
more space, like I would love
Absolutely.
to be on YouTube and all of
Yeah.
that. Like I
Yeah.
feel like long form would be great because I love to talk.
Okay.
So
Yeah. No,
I
let's
would love
stamp
to be
that.
able to just
Let's
press
stamp that
play and
today.
do what I'm doing.
No, we're gonna claim it. Let's stamp that today. Next time
Stamping.
we talk about things, you will have long form up, and that'll be like that's the next thing. That's the next project. But like honestly, sky is the limit for you. I'm so grateful that you were able to come on and share
Thanks for
just your journey
having
with us.
me.
Of course, I mean, I had to. I had to. I just felt like I knew you had something to say, and I love it, and I love you.
Love
Yeah. All
you.
right. Thank you, and thank you guys for joining us again on another episode of Afterbirth Podcast.